Hello everyone and welcome to the show. It's another day to the crypto market. It's another tapping opportunity to make some money in the market. All right. I have a lesson that I want you guys to learn. All right. Before I start looking into all of these coins that you have on the chart, okay, there is a lesson that you must learn. All right, from my mistakes. You must learn, and then that should be able to help you, all right, in your trading journey. So welcome to the live show. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. We do this every day, okay, looking at possible scalping opportunity, not just scalping opportunities, okay, long-term trades that can actually make us money in the market. So if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, okay, hit that notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever we go live or publish any other crypto related content on the channel. All right. Whenever we go live, we look at the market, okay, we look at possible trading opportunities, we look at different coins, okay, and all of that. And after that, the discussion continues on the Telegram group. So if you want to join the Telegram, just go to the description of this video, guys. Make sure you go to the description of this video. Once you are here, you want to go ahead and click on show more. The first link here for our challenge of turning $100, $1,000, or even $10 to $100, whatever your trading capital is. Okay, for futures trading, we are using Bybit. You sign up for a Bybit account, all right, and fund the account, all right. And then the second link here will be to the ongoing trading competition. Guys, thank you so much for all of you who have made that time to actually join my team. I do appreciate you. So you want to make sure you click on that link. Come in here. I still need more people to join the team. So click on the second link and it will bring you to this page to join the ongoing trading competition. You could be the winner, okay, of the Lamborghini, the Rolex watch, and all of the, giveaway that Bybit will be doing. There's $8 million set aside for this particular campaign. So be a part of that and share in it. All right. So you join the Telegram using the next link there, and there you can be able to take all the signals that have been shared on the Telegram as well. All right. So yes, before we go into trading, okay, before we go into looking all of the coins. Good morning, everyone. Vincent, everyone who has joined. Okay, you're welcome to the live show. Do me a favor by smashing that like button, guys. Do me a favor by smashing that like button, okay? So before we go into this token, before we go into looking at all the tokens you set up here. Now, you might have heard me time without numbers saying that you should have a rule, okay, that guides your trading journey. You should have, like, if you are going to take a trade, all right, if you have said I'm going to trade this pair, I am going to trade this pair, I will enter here, or these are the confirmations that I'm looking at before I enter the trade. Please make sure you stick to that. All right. Aside the fact that we look at the coin that has pumped already, and then we want to take advantage of the little retracement and all of that, which is the scalping aspect of it. Aside of that, you want to wait. Even at that, we still need to look at that token and see some confirmation that it is at a resistance, and then there's every possibility that it will reject from there, right? So I have a journal that I've been using for all of my trading journey and all of that. Maybe one of these days I'll share that journal with you. And then when I started this journey, I told myself, when Pepe was making noise and all of that everywhere, I told myself that I was not going to be trading the Pepe token. All right. I don't know what came over me yesterday. I just entered Pepe token. I can't really explain why I entered that token right now. Okay. And right now it seems as if I'm stuck with that particular trade. Okay, but I'll get out of it. All right, I'll get out of it. That I'm sure of. But this is what happened to you when you just woke up one morning and decide to just start buying and selling anything you see in the market, right? That is exactly what happened. If you don't look at those confirmations, if you don't look at everything, every rule you set, for your trading, why exactly do I want to buy long? Okay, what are the confirmations? Where is the next support? Where is the next resistance? What is the probability that this will go to the next support? And all of that. If you look at all of these details, guys, believe me, you will make mistake, but not as much as to wreck your account. Okay, you make mistake, but not as much. At times, your predictions will be wrong, but it will not be as much as to the point where you can blow off your account. All right. So when you set a trade, always make sure that you set some limit and all of that. I didn't set stop loss when I entered that trade, and then I went about my business. Okay, so when I came back, it was already far beyond what I can actually stop. So I want to allow the trade to run and all of that. So let's see how it plays out. Okay, I'm currently on that trade, so I will let it run and see how it plays out. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at all of the tokens you have on the chart. All right. And Vincent has put the UMA USDT. So we'll start with that. Okay, any token you want us to look at, put it on the chart. All right, we can look at as many as 10 tokens, 20, or even 100 tokens. All right, but it's not a condition that you must trade all of them. All right, it is not a guarantee. I don't know. Even if we see trading opportunity, guys, you must not trade all of them, guys. Okay, you must not trade all of them. So only trade those that you are comfortable with. Okay, which is why I say whenever you are in this space, look at some token that you will always fall back to. Okay, there are tokens volatile in this market, and then you understand their movement. Okay, for instance, I want to trade BTC, I can trade BTC with confidence. I can hold BTC trade for a week or two and still know with confidence that it will return back to. Even if I want to dollar cost average, I'll be comfortable dollar cost averaging into BTC trade, Ethereum trade, BNB trade, and to do that with any other altcoin. All right, I'm comfortable. I had a bit understanding of, I have a bit understanding of how some of these tokens, these ones I just mentioned, work. Okay, how they move, how many percent they can move at the time, and all of that, where they can retrace to. I'm beginning to understand how those move, so I can dollar cost average into those tokens without fear and all of that. But if it is some other altcoin, guys, you will be doing it and it will be swallowing your money. You're doing it and it will be swallowing your money. Okay, so we had a pullback already for this token. So if you have not entered the token already, I'm sorry, guys. Too much talk made us miss this. Okay, so yeah, look at that. We're having a pullback already at this zone here, guys. So we would have taken a trade to the downside, but for me, I'll wait if this pulls back up to this area. Okay, if it pulls back up to that area, I'm going to take a trade. So we'll use here as our high, and then here will serve as our low on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, so this is our highs and our lows. We want to trade this consolidation here. So what we'll do right now is to go to lower time frame, like the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, this rejection would have been what to take advantage of. Okay, so what you want to do is to wait, because you've seen that this token has rejected this area and then it's using this area as a resistance, guys. Okay, so you want to wait for this to come back. Anything at that 1.77, 1.7, yes, 1.77, be looking at shorting this trade. Okay, be looking at shorting this trade. So for me, it's going to be a short, and then entry will be that level, and you take a trade down to this area, or you can even take it down here, right? If you can, if you have all it takes to stay in the market, you can take it down here, guys. But I'll just put the take profit level somewhere around there. Okay, so this is what I want to see play out in this particular token. This is what I want to see play out in this particular token. Then I'll take a trade to the downside, and if we come down to this area, I'll be looking at 1.55. Okay, 1.55. I'll be looking to take a trade to the long side. Okay, so this is the setup of what I'm going to do. If I'm to trade this particular token, this is what I am looking at currently. So guys, if you have not entered that trade already, wait for that pullback to this zone and then you take it down. All right, wait for that pullback to this zone and you take it down. And then for the UMA token, another thing that will give me confidence to trade that token is if I see the amount of volume that is done on that particular token. So we'll come in here, UMA, and see the volume that is done there. Okay, over $7 million and all of that in the past 24 hours. And then it has increased by over 10%. Okay, it has increased by over 10%. So the possibility of this retracing back, it can go as high as 20% and all of that. But because we have looked at this on a higher time frame, and here seems to be a support. Okay, even if I go to the daily time frame, this area here to be a resistance. Okay, you see that when it was listed, it was trading at around that price and then it started dropping. So that's exactly where we pumped to. Okay, so except we want to trade a new all-time high and all of that, then that can go up. But anything around this area, I'm looking at shorting that trade. It has retraced down already, so you want to wait for it to pull back up to that area and then you start entering a trade to the downside. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm looking at for this particular token. All right, so the next token there is IMX. Okay, so IMX USDT. Let's see what that token has for us. Go ahead and open up this. Okay, so let's look at IMX, and all of these strategies, guys, is something that you can actually leverage on. All right, before we go live every day, you look at the market and see possible scalping opportunity. Now, right now, you can see, guys, the 200-day moving average is what we are using as a resistance right now. We just went to that 200-day moving average and we rejected from there. Okay, we rejected just at that 200-day moving average. Okay, even when we broke previously, this was what I was looking at. Okay, so we just broke above this resistance, and then the next resistance area is the 200-day moving average, which is exactly where we just had that rejection from. Okay, so we go to our lower time frame and start looking for possible entrance. Okay, right now it's now using this area of support, all right, this previous area of support that we're using here initially, right, we rejected here. Okay, this was a resistance initially, so we rejected here. Currently we are now using it as a support, guys. So you see that after this pullback, right, after this pullback from the 200-day moving average, we are now using this as a support. So what I want to see is this token playing around this area. Okay, going back up there and then maybe dropping back to this area and all of that. So that's exactly what I'm looking at. I want to see it break above the 200-day moving average. So if I'm to enter this trade, it's going to be a long. The short trade would have been from here down there, which would have given us some profit. Okay, if you have taken this, little pullback here, that would have given you around 5% or there, about 5% move. With a 10x leverage, that should have been 50% move and all of that. Okay, but right now it is a long setup for me, guys. So for this particular token, it is a long setup, and then I will target that previous high there. Okay, and then when if the token continues to pump, then I will start adjusting my stop loss to my entry, and then I start adjusting the take profit level and all of that. So for this particular token, I'm looking at entering a long to the upside because we are now using this area of resistance, our previous resistance level, as a support. Okay, so for the IMX token, I'm looking to long that token to the upside. Okay, the pullback has happened already, so we don't need to short. We just look for a long trade to the upside. Okay, for Pepe is dealing right now, guys. Pepe is dealing with me, but for those of you who want to enter, I think I enter Pepe at um, 40 or 41, or I can't really remember. You can actually do you can actually enter right now because at the moment is at a very support level. Yeah, so I think it's 1,000 per pair. So 1,000 per pair. That's what we're looking for. So yes, let's see what that has for us and see. Yeah, so I was looking at this area. Look at that. It even went to 12 cents. So if you have picked that trade at that, 0.0012, then you would have been in profit right now. Okay. So yeah, for Pepe, this is what I'm looking at currently. I'm already in this trade already. I think I entered this trade somewhere around here. Okay. Yeah, around 140. So I was hoping that it would get to that 15, right? 0.0015 or thereabout. And eventually I got stopped out. I'm not stopped out already. I'm still in that trade. Okay. So currently this is the area we are rejecting from right now. So this area here is what we are looking at. Will it hold? Anything below this area will be suicide mission, guys. Anything below that area will be suicide mission. So what I want to see is a bounce from this area here to the upside, guys. If we bounce from this area, we'll take it to the upside. But if not, then guys, this can be actually a trade to the downside. Okay, so this can be a trade to the downside if it doesn't hold that level. All right, if it doesn't hold that level, it can be a trade to the downside, guys. Okay, so this level we are looking at right now is our 618 level, right, where the price is currently trading. So let's see that Pepe will reject the 618 level, and then we are having that rejection already. Okay, so you see that massive pull back to down to the 618 level, and then immediately it started rejecting. All right, so this is our 618 level, which is this area right now that we are looking at. If Pepe rejects here, then I see Pepe coming back to maybe around 15 cents and all of that. Okay, so first it can come down to the 50% level, which is around 0.0014, or we can take it up to that level. All right, so if we don't reject at if this strong rejection at the 618 level doesn't hold, then the next level you should be looking at, having a strong rejection would be the 0.786 level. All right, this is using the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is exactly what I'm looking at. But from the look of things, we are going to respect this 618. So you see that immediately it came to the 618 level. You see why the 618 level is a golden level, guys. Okay, so immediately it came there, rejected. So I want to see this come back up. All right. I want to see this come back up to this level. All right, up there. And then from here, maybe it goes back up and all of that. So those are the areas I'm looking at for the Pepper token, okay? Yeah, so I'm already in that trade. I entered a bit early, but I will allow this to play out, all right? Using the Fibonacci retracement tool, let's see the science play out in this particular token, okay? Let's see this play out in this particular token. So if we have this rejection here, take it up there, and then massively, we can go to around 0.0015, okay? 0.0015. That was my initial target, and I'll still look at it to play around, okay? I still want to see that to play out, okay? So for the next token there is the RAID. Let's look at RAID USDT. So what do we have here? 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 Yes, guys, smash that like button, okay? If you're enjoying what we are doing, yes, smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, okay? Subscribe and then hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever we go live, guys. Whenever we go live, you'll be the first to be notified, okay? So for this particular token, let me look at what is being done here for RAID. So what's the volume? Let's go to Bybit and find out what the volume for RAID is. Okay. Yeah, we have 645K. So to me, because of what Pepper is doing to me now, it's not as if Pepper doesn't have volume actually. But I said to myself that I will not be trading Pepper. If not for anything, not in the futures market, but I did. I did trade Pepper yesterday. Somebody removed me to go and trade Pepper. Okay, and then Pepe is dealing with me right now. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for RAID token. We are using that area as a support, and then we have a resistance, which is that trend line there. And then we just broke above that trend line, guys. We just broke above that trend line. So what we want to be doing here for RAID, we want to see it sustained at that trend line. Okay, we don't want to see that it is a force pull, move to the upside. We want to see these candles close above that resistance, which is that trend line, and then have a retest. We want to use that trend line as our support, right? I want to use it as a support. It was previously a resistance, so I want to see this candle play around here like this. Okay, so what I want to see is this coming down, just consolidate around this area for a while and then take it up. That is exactly what I'm looking at for this particular token, okay? If this doesn't come down to this level, then we will be looking for a long trade here to the upside, okay? We'll be looking for a long trade here to the upside, guys. Or if it comes down, okay, if it breaks below that trend line, then our end long trade will be from down here to the upside. Okay, so this is currently what I'm looking at for RAID. So you will want to wait for this to play out, guys. You want to wait for this to play out before you actually go ahead and take a trade. So if we sustain these areas and support it above the trend line, then we're looking for long trade. But if you come below down, okay, then you want to wait to pick a trade at 1.58 to the upside, okay? That is exactly what I am looking at for the RAID token, okay? All right, so the next token you want us to look at, yeah. Morning, everyone, welcome. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Yeah, I can see my friends from Ghana on the show. Yeah, ASTR. ASTR. Those of us who took the trade yesterday, how did it go? Okay, if you took the ASTR token yesterday, how did it go? Did it work out well for you, or you got liquidated, or did it hit your stop loss? Which one? Which of the above? Okay, which of the above? Did it hit your stop loss? Did you get liquidated? Did you make profit and all of that? Okay, so yes, we're looking at rejecting that area yesterday, which we did. We rejected, and then today you see that another candle started pumping back to that level. All right, another candle started pumping back to that level. So currently, what we want to see play out is this 200-day. Okay, we want to see on the daily time frame, this candle has to close above the 200-day, moving average. Then we can start looking to go higher than this, okay? So we want to see these candles close above that 200-day moving average. So anything from, 0.055 upward. All right. So we want to see this play out. What we want to see play out right now is, see something play out like we go there, come back here, now use this level as a support, then we can take it to the upside. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm looking at for now. A quick one. All right. We could have a pullback below. All right. We could have a pullback below that. We could have a pullback below that, okay? But because I am currently above the 200-day moving average, I'll be looking for a buy, guys. I'll be looking for a buy for this particular token. I'll be looking for a buy. But for a quick scalp, all right, for a quick scalp, you can actually take a trade, short this trade and then maybe to around 53 level, okay, 0.053, all right. You can short it to 53 or 52 or thereabout. Short it, but not below this moving average, okay, not below this moving average. But personally, what I'll be doing if I'm to trade this token, okay, I want to wait for this to play out, come back to the moving average, and then I'll take a trade to the long side. That is exactly what I'm going to be looking at, okay? I'll take a trade to the long side, all right? Which is, if you have done that here, we had this candle close above that, then we had this massive drop here, retested, went back up, came back again, and then we are going back, okay? So you want to wait for it to come back again and you take it up. All right, for real token, because we are just above the 200-day moving average, I'm going to be looking for a long trade. But if you want to do a quick scalp for this, all right, you can short this and then take profit at 0.034, all right? And then when it gets back there, you want to take a trade from here to the upside, okay? That is exactly what I'm looking at this particular token, okay? I want that to play out, all right? Yeah, thank you so much, Bannett Wolf. You're welcome to the live show. Okay. Okay, a few weeks ago, and I must say that you've been amazing. You're welcome. Okay, you're welcome. We're on a journey to grow our small accounts, into a big account. We want to be part of those wheels that are movers of the market. Okay, we want to get to that level, but gradually we want to grow our $100, our $20, our $20, whatever trading capital. Somebody asked yesterday, I had $45. What do I do? Join the campaign, guys. Join the campaign, okay? You can start 45 to $100. Maybe if you achieve that in 2-3 days, okay, depending on your level of experience in this space. If you achieve that in 2-3 days, you can earn to 100 to 1,000. All right. If you achieve that in 3-4 days, you can earn to 1,000 to 2,000 gradually. Okay, gradually. Very soon, I will change my title from $100. Maybe I'll make it $1,000. Okay, or $500 to $1,000. So that is exactly what I'm going to look at going forward. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have actually started achieving results, started getting results with the ongoing challenge and all of that. Please be consistent, and I bet you will be making profit daily trading the crypto market. Okay, Freeborn want us to look at key, so let's go to key USDT. All right, key USDT. So let's see what key has for us right now. Okay, so for the ASTR token, guys, I'm looking for a long. So wait for it to retrace back to the 200-day moving average and you take it to the upside. That's exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, now for key, if I come back to key, let's look at Bybit and see how much volume is done on key. I think they should have a lot of volume. Yeah, 1.06 million. Currently for key, what am I looking at? Let me see the daily time frame. Daily time frame, what do we have here? Let's see what works for us this morning, guys. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button. And if you are new to the channel, you're welcome. Make sure that you subscribe, okay? Subscribe to the channel to be a part of this community, guys. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to use the links in the video description to join the Telegram. Okay, so for key, I'm not having all the confluences that I need for key for a better analysis right now, but we'll look at let's look at 1 hour and see what we can do here. Okay, for key, we're already up there. I see key going up, I see it going up, but to avoid story that touches, okay, I think that was what happened to me with Pepe yesterday. All right, Pepe was just at the middle and I decided to enter that trade. I would have waited for it to come back or even go and we have been looking at some coins there that I will tell you this coin is just sitting at the middle, okay, the middle between support and resistance. So if you now say, oh, it will continue to go up and you enter a trade, for instance, for this particular token, and you enter a trade, what if it doesn't go up and it starts coming down? Okay, you'll be losing. All right. So I want to wait for key. I don't want what has happened to me before to repeat itself. Okay. I want to wait for key. My area of entry to it for a long trade will be down here. All right. And then if I'm going to short, it will be somewhere up here. All right. It will be here. All right. At 0.0056, or if we get to 0.0058 or thereabout. But for now, I'll wait for key to play out. I'm not going to take any trade here until it comes down. Okay, until it comes down. If we break below this trend line and then maybe we'll consolidate a bid, I want to take a trade to the downside. But if not, I want to wait for this to play out until it gets up to this level, guys. If it gets up to this level, I'm going to be taking a trade to the downside, right? If we reject from that level there, or even above here, okay, even above there, any of these levels we reject from, I'll be looking to take a trade to the downside. Okay, any of these levels we reject from, I'll be looking to take a trade to the downside. Currently, I will not enter this market blindly because I did that yesterday on Pepe and Pepe. I'm just stuck with Pepe right now. Okay, so for key, this is what I'm waiting for. If this breaks below this trend line, I can go to lower time frame and start looking for entries. Okay, I can take a short trade below this trend line to this level of 0.050. Okay, or if we come back and reject at this level, then I can take it down to that particular level. Okay, right now I'm not going to enter long, I'm not going to enter short, because you go enter long and then it goes down, you go enter short and it goes up. So wait for all of this to confirm, or all this confirmation to work out before you enter a trade for key. All right, I'm saying this based on experience. I entered Pepe token blindly yesterday and I'm stuck in that trade, so I don't want you to do that. Okay, assuming we saw that key here, right? When we started consolidating around this area, you would have taken a trade and that would have given you enough profit to the upside. But right now, we want to break and come back to that support level. Okay, support is down here. If you come back to that level, we take it to the upside. If we reject at this resistance, either this resistance one or the second one, we take a trade to the downside. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at for this particular token, right? So what you want to see play out is if we continue to go up, right? You want to see this token go up this way. All right, follow this trend until we get there. Then when we get there, you can wait for a retracement back or even a break of the trend line and a retest, then you can take it down to the downside. That is exactly what I will be looking at personally for the key token. All right, that is what I'll be looking at for the key token, right? Okay, so yeah, for freeborn, that is exactly what I'm looking at for this token. Okay, so I must wait for all those confirmation because I don't want, once beaten, they say that once beaten, twice shy, right? So I don't want what has happened before. Pepe is really showing me shaky right now. So yeah, I want that to play out and then we can take a trade. Okay. Yeah. So Franklin, let's look at BNB. All right, let's look at BNB USDT. BNB USDT. Guys, smash that like button. Okay. If you are just joining, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, we do this every day, guys. We do this every day. We do this every day. So at the end of the day, the end goal is to make you a profitable trader, guys. All right. So if I look at BNB on the higher time frame, okay, I think my chart has not loaded yet because I do have some other drawings here that I would have wanted it to load. Okay, so what I was looking at initially for a long trade is this break of this trend line. All right, now if I'm to do this on the higher time frame, like the 4 hours, the 1 hour time frame, okay, what I want to play at is a test, okay, a retest of this trend line, guys. All right, a retest of this trend line. You would have taken this area here, look at this area as a retest, right? You would have taken this area here as a retest and that would have played out. It means that you would have made money if you have traded this market from, let's say from here, if you have entered from here up there, okay? If you have entered from here up there, that would have given you 2%, that's 20% move with the 10x leverage, okay? But what I want to do is to wait for a bigger picture, guys. I want to wait for a bigger picture, and this is then, allowing this market to come down again to that 0 point, that is 238, 233, and then I will take it to the upside, okay? And then to see better that this was a retest that would have given you some money would have been to go to, the 15 minutes or the 5-minute time frame if possible, okay? Yeah, 15 or 5 minutes if possible, right? So you see, we broke to that upside, which is why I say when you do your analysis on the higher time frame, always go to lower time frame, okay? If you are doing your analysis on 1 hour time frame, make sure you are looking at the 15 minutes, 5 minutes time frame to see possible entries. Okay, if I was to take this trade, my entry would have been at this level, and then I'll take the trade to the upside. But currently, the area where we are right now, I will still want it to come back to that trend line before I can take a trade to the upside, guys. I still want BNB to come back to this trend line here before I can take a trade to the upside. Or even if it doesn't get to the trend line, I want to see BNB gradually come to this level. All right, this level of support here. I want to see it come bounce at this level, then I'll take a trade to the upside. That is exactly the setup I'm looking at for BNB. Okay, I want to see BNB come down here, right? Come reject at this area of my support, then I'll take a trade to the upside, guys, with a stop loss just below the previous swing low. Okay, so I'll be entering a trade here for BNB, and then this is going to be a swing trade if you are going to target anything up to that 250, 254 or thereabout. Okay, that should have given you 7% move in the market. In the spot market, that will be 7%, and then in futures with the 10x leverage, that is around 70% move in the market. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at. If it plays out, I'm taking a trade to the upside for BNB. All right, Franklin, that is exactly what I personally would do if I'm going to trade BNB. All right, yeah, Sanusi, let's look at Max. Okay, let's look at Max USDT. So Max USDT. All right, I see that your Max USDT is your favorite. Sanusi, it's like this token is your favorite. You asked of it yesterday, today again, you are there. All right, it's a good thing that you are looking at that. Look at that. Okay, look at this setup. If you have set up a limit order, this was what we were looking at yesterday, right? If you have set up a limit order yesterday, this would have picked that trade, and then this will be running in profit right now for you. Okay, but basically this is what I told you I was going to look at. So I'll wait for a break of this trend line. We'll take a trade to the upside, or we'll pick a trade down here. We should see that massive wick. Okay, that massive wick actually went down there and rejected at that area. So if you have set up a limit order to take a trade here, then that trade will be running in profit. Now, even if the trade is running in profit, if you're in this trade already, you're long in this trade already, okay, even if the trade is running in profit, one thing you want to pay attention to is this resistance, okay? The trend line here, you want to pay attention to that trend line, guys, okay? Because then that trend line now should not serve as a first take profit level, okay? Because the probability of us breaking above this, the chances are, very rare, because we can come back here and reject at this trend line and still come back to this area of support, okay? So if you miss this, wait for it to play out. What I want to see play out is this token going back up, okay? Maybe reject from this area and then come back to the support again. But if it doesn't reject from this area, a break and a retest here will give you your long setup, okay? A break and a retest here will give you your long setup. But if you have entered already here, just trail this market until you get to that resistance. The resistance level will be your first take profit level. Here, when you take profit here, you can close half of your position, okay? Use the partial close of position, maybe close like 50% of your account. For instance, if you have put $100 here, you can close $50 with profit, okay? And then move your stop loss to your entry. Once you move your stop loss to your entry, allow the trade to play out, and this will definitely give you some profit, okay? This will definitely give you some profit, so that when it breaks above this, you continue that trade. But if eventually it comes back and hit your stop loss, you will still be in profit, okay? Because you have moved your stop loss to break even, all right? So that is what I'll be looking at for the Max token, okay? That is exactly the setup I'll be looking at for Max token. So yes, if you have not entered the trade already, wait for it to reject it, take it down, or a break above this trend line, you can take a trade to the upside, all right? Yeah, good morning, all of you just joining. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the live show. If you are new here, okay, if you are new here, which time do you start the morning? I don't know if you're in Nigeria. Nigerian time is 7:15 a.m. 7:15 a.m. I do this Tuesday to Saturday, 7:15 a.m. And then on Monday, it is by 9 a.m. All right. On Mondays, I go live by 9 a.m. While Tuesdays to Saturdays, I do it 7:15 a.m. Okay. So if you're in Nigeria, that is the time frame I use. You can check out, whatever region you are, the corresponding time frame. Okay. Alternatively, just subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we go live. All right. So that you'll be notified whenever we go live. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at Gala. Let's look at Gala from Kilisi. Kilisi wants us to look at Gala. Okay. So let's look at Gala USDT. Yeah, Gala USDT. So for Gala, go ahead and open up Gala and let's see what works for Gala. Yeah, this is Gala. This was what I was looking at a few days ago. I think we are having a retest on that trend line. Okay, we are retest. Where is the trend line? I thought I saw a trend line here. So, okay, I was still looking at the other previous token, the Max token. Okay, so for Gala, this is what I have currently. All right, so Gala is down there. Okay, so down there, and for me, I see opportunity to buy Gala. All right, I see opportunity to buy Gala right here. Okay, so if you can, normally what I would have waited for is a break of this trend line, then we'll take a trade to the upside. But guys, the earlier the better. All right, the earlier the better. So for now, we are currently at this support, right? We had that support here, rejection, and then that is exactly where we are seated. Okay, you can see these weeks, all right, these weeks to the upside. It means that there's something here that is preventing this coin from going further. Okay, so I can go to time frames like 15 minutes to look for my entries, guys. I can go to time frame like 15 minutes to look for my entry. Okay, why this token is actually playing around this area here, why this token is playing around these areas here, let's look at, possible entries for this particular token, guys. So you see that rejection here, this would have given you like, while waiting a 3% move, okay? Another rejection here, this would have given you another, 2 point something percent move and all of that. All right. So what we want to do is for Gala, I'm going to wait to take a trade down here. Anything at 0.023, 230, 231, 232, and all of that, I'm looking to enter a trade to the upside. So I'll be picking trades here for Gala, and then you have to manage your risk for Gala, okay? And then what I want to do, this is going to be a swing trade. And if I pick a trade there, my target is just at that trend line, okay? My target is at that trend line. But before we get to that trend line, you want to use these areas here as your first take profit, okay? Your first take profit will be somewhere at 0.0236, okay? If you enter at 0.02313, if you enter a trade there, if you pick a trade there to the upside, your first take profit target will be 0.02366. Then if we break above this area here, right? If we break above this area here, which we have rejected for a while here, then you want to take that trade until you get to the trend line. The trend line will be around 0.025. And then if we break above that trend line and you still want to hold on to your trade, you can take it to the upside. Okay, so for Gala, this is exactly the setup I'm looking at. It's going to be a buy for me, but it has to be when we get down to that level. So go to your 15 minutes time frame and start looking for your entries for Gala down there. Okay, be looking for your entries for Gala down there, and then you can trail that market until you get to 25 cents for the Gala token. All right, for the Gala token, that is exactly what I should be looking at to play out. Okay, that is exactly what I should be looking at to play out, and we take it up, okay? That is if BTC doesn't crash to 25, 26,000, okay? If it does, you see Gala going down. And then if Gala is to go down, you'll get our next support level down there, okay? So if Gala breaks this area that is currently trading, then you should be looking at taking Gala to 0.0121 and, down there up to 18 cents, all right? If Gala breaks this area, then down there will be your target. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Gala. And then for the OP token, OP USDT, what do we have? OP. Okay, so let's look at OP USDT. I think I have that on my watch list already. So let's see what's possible with OP. Yeah, this was okay. This is what I'm looking at currently for OP. Currently we are just consolidating around this area, so we're using here keep creating different support levels, resistance level, and all of that. So personally, what I want OP to do is I've mapped out, my Fibonacci retracement to, I want to pick a trade at that 618, okay? Anything at $1.40, all right? I'm looking at taking a trade. It was almost there with this candle, but it didn't get there. Anything around $1.40, all right? $1.38 or thereabout, I'm taking a trade to the upside. So I want to see this reject from this my golden level here, right? I want to see OP reject from this my golden level, and then we can take it up to that 200-day moving average. Then if it rejects here, okay, if it doesn't work at the 200 or at the 618 level, then the 786 level will be the next area where I can look at taking a trade. But the 618 level always plays out, all right? So if this OP token continues to go down, I want to pick a trade at $1.40 and I'll take it up, okay? $1.40, anything around $1.40, $1.38, I'm looking at taking a trade to the upside, okay? But if BTC prove otherwise and everything in the market start, crashing, then you should be taking OP, anything below these levels, okay? You should be taking OP token to around $1.21 or even below, okay? Or even below as low as $1 and all of that, okay? Okay, thank you for confirming that, Kilishi. So it's always Tuesdays to Saturdays is 7:15 a.m. and then on Monday is 9 a.m. That is exactly when I go live every day, okay? Yeah, Sol USD. Let's look at Sol USDT. Vincent, let's look at Sol USDT and see what's possible with Solana. Okay, Solana, let's look at that. Yeah, this is what we have here. Currently, we are seated above that 200-day moving average. Now, personally, what I was looking at, okay, we have a support, which is now previous resistance, okay, now a support, okay. We look at Solana came down and rejected at that 200-day moving average, and then we moved up. So what I was looking at, okay, for shorting Solana was this area here at 25.6, which is exactly where we rejected from. Okay, when the token started moving up, why I plotted the Fibonacci retracement today is that I want to look at possible areas where the market can actually move to. All right, so just close to the 0.236 level is where we had not just slightly above it, okay, in between this 0.236 level and then the 0.382 level, right? We'll have this small, this is on, I mapped out this on, I think the 15 minutes time frame or the 1 hour time frame, okay? We had that resistance there. So Solana just rejected from that area and we're coming back, okay? We're coming back here. So what I want to say is either it comes back to this area of $22, $23, okay, and then we'll take a trade to the upside. So for Solana, it's going to be a sell depending on how BTC acts up. So it's going to be a sell for me for Sol. You can take it down to, you can take Solana down to around $24, $23 or thereabout. But what I want to see play out is I want Solana to come respect that trend line. Okay, I have a trend line here, and then the trend line is currently sitting at that support. So I want to see Solana after this consolidation here, right? I want to see Solana come back down here. If you are taking a trade, please take into consideration this level, right? This is on the 1 hour time frame. You see that we've been consolidating around this area, okay? So Solana is now using here as a support on the 1 hour time frame. So you can go to lower time frame like the 15 minutes time frame, and what you're doing, waiting for is a break of this level, right? If we break below this level, I see Solana going down to around $24, $23. All right. If we break below this level here, that eventually we'll break below this level, come retest, and then use this area as a resistance. Then you should look at taking Solana to 23 or even up to $22 and all of that. Okay, and all of these all depends on BTC. If market start pumping today, definitely you will not be expecting Solana to come down. All right, but this is exactly what I'm looking at. This is exactly what I'm looking at because we have rejected from that level there, and then we are coming that down this way. So I want to see it break below this level, then I can take it down. If it doesn't break below this level, if it is going up, I'm going to take it up and all of that. Okay, so if you want to take a trade on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes time frame, if you want to take a trade to the upside, then you can just bring in your trend line and then plot it and say, okay, break above that trend line, I'm going to take it upside. All right, so this is currently what I'm looking at on the Solana pair. All right, this is currently what I'm looking at on the Solana pair, right? So yeah, I want to wait for this to play out. So there are two scenarios here that I'm looking at. Okay, break below this, have a retest there, then we take a trade to the downside, right? Break below it, have a retest there, then we can short this market there, right? So let's say our entry will be somewhere down there. Then we can take a trade here to the downside this way. Okay. If not, we look at the break to the upside, then we can take a trade to the upside, guys. We can take a trade from here to this level till around that area there. So I can go to time frames like 15 minutes. Okay. So on the 15 minutes, I'm sorry, 5 minutes, that's what I'm looking at currently, 5 minutes time frame. So if I'm going to take a trade there, just bring my trend line there. And then what I want to see is Solana rejecting from this area and then going back up, coming down again. Then we can take a trade to the upside, right? And taking a trade to the upside, you'll be targeting anything around $25, okay? 25.3 up to $25.6. All right. So if you enter a trade here to the upside, if all these confirmations are met and you enter a trade to the upside, you want to take trades, okay? You look at $25, 25.3, and then $25.6 level. Those are the areas you should be looking at taking profit. If it goes down, you look at taking profit at, take profit at around 24.3. Okay, the next level will be around $23 or 23.8, and you can trail this market even up to $23 or 22.2 dollars and all of that. So that is exactly what I'm looking at for Solana. If it plays out, then we go ahead and play out along with it and see how far we can take that to the upside, guys, and see how far we can take that to the upside. And then Dogecoin is another coin I equally love trading. Okay. For those of you where, because of the logo stuff and the rest that was making Doge to go to 0.08, I knew that it was going to go down. Okay. I knew that Dogecoin was going to go down, though I didn't trade it. I did not trade this. All right. So you see that was the level I was looking at. But I think we looked at it yesterday and I said because we are above the 200-day moving average, we should be looking for a buy, right? Because we're above the 200-day moving average, we should be looking at a buy. So what I want to see is Dogecoin rejecting from the 200 moving average. I want to see it use the 200-day moving average as a support, right? I want to see it use that level as a support. If it does, then we can continue this upward movement. If not, if it breaks below that, take Dogecoin down, okay? If it breaks below that, take Dogecoin down. So if we plot in this Fibonacci retracement tree here, let's see this. Where are we? All right, so we are heading to the 618 level. And then the 618 level is just about that, 200-day moving average, right? The 618 level is just just close to that 200-day moving average. So if we have a rejection here, you can go to your lower time frame and be looking at taking a trade to the long side, guys. You'll be looking at taking a trade to the long side, okay? So if BTC pumps right now, I see Dogecoin going to 0.08 again, or even 0.9, or even up to 10 cents, okay? That is exactly what I'm looking at for the Solana token, all right? I'm sorry, for the Doge token, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking at, the setup I'm looking at for Doge token, all right? So if you want to trade Doge, wait for that. So yeah, we're rejecting around that area. So you see, we rejected here. That's exactly where we are rejecting. So you can even enter a long trade right now and target 0.077, 0.078. All right, enter a long trade right now, 0.077, 0.078, and let that play out for you guys. Let it play out. Let it play out. All right. So any question? I think we are calling it a day here. If you have questions, go ahead and put that on the chat. If you have questions, go ahead and put that on the chat, okay? I'm calling it a day here. Any question, further clarifications, go ahead and ask your questions, guys. Let's see how we can take it further. Go ahead and ask your questions. Let's see how we can take it further, guys. All right, so if you're just joining, we do this every day. Make sure you are here, okay? Make sure you are here. I want to wait Doge. If it comes down to this level here, okay, 0.57, yeah, I'm taking a trade to the upside. All right, let's see if that, okay? Let's see if this plays out, all right? Let's see if this plays out, okay? So guys, we do this every day. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that whenever we go live, you'll be the first to be notified. Do you have questions? Ask your questions, okay? It's now time for questions and answer. Let me take your questions before we call it a day. Let me take your questions before we call it a day. And once again, guys, I still want you guys to join this competition, guys. I still want you guys to join the Bybit competition. I still want, want each of you to share in the $8 million giveaway that Bybit is giving out. All right, go ahead and join. Just go to the description of this video, guys. Go to the description of this video, use the link there to come join me. All right, come join my squad. Let's do this together, okay? Come and join my squad. Let's do this together, guys. Come join my squad. Let's do this together. All right. So yeah, come and join my squad. Let's do this together, guys. Can I have you guys join my squad? Okay, let's do this together. Let's do it together. All right. There are a lot of a lot of opportunities here. You could be that person that will win, the Lamborghini and all of that. All right. So yeah, the Rolex watch and all of that. So take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage of that and don't miss out. Okay. All right. So sir, on the Dogecoin, at what price is the 0.6 level? Okay, the 0.6 level is at you know is at 0.07540. 0.07540. That is where the 0.6 is, or if you want, yeah, 0.6 and the 200-day moving average are just close. So if you want to be a bit, um, a bit conservative with the trade, what you want to do is to even put it at 0.05. Okay, on the 200-day moving average, you have it at 0.07505. Okay, 7505. So you can put your entry there, or you just put it at exactly the 618. The 618 level is 0.07540. Okay, 0.07540, or leave it at the 200 moving average is 0.07505. Buy at the 0.07540, okay, and then add a bid when it drops to around 0.075, okay, 750. You can add more there and let it run. So if I had $100, for instance, I want to take a trade to the upside, I can buy here, then add a bid to it, and if it continues to go down, I'll add more. So the area I want to look at it go down more is 0.04, 0.0, and then we'll take it up to the upside. All right. But that 618 level is key. The 618 level, which is 0.07540, is key. So pay attention to that and let it play out. Okay. So you can go to time frames like 15 minutes to get a clearer picture, let it play out, and you take a trade to the upside. Okay. So that is exactly what I'm looking at for this particular token, guys. All right. So make sure you smash that like button. And basically, that is it. If we don't have more questions, thank you everyone for being here. Let's keep doing this, guys. $100 to $1,000 is possible, right? $10 to $100 is possible. Now, it all depends on how often you trade, okay? Because somebody was asking, how long will this challenge take? What if I tell you that I've already hit my target of $100 to $1,000? Right? Just that I had some losing trade and all of that, and I'm trying to make up with it. That is why you still see me counting 31 days, 32 days going, okay? I did that initially. I had some losing trade, so I'm trying to make up for those losing trade, okay? I want to see my account, hopefully by the end of this month, I want to see it at $1,000, all right? And then we can start another journey, another phase of the challenge and all of that. So that's exactly what I'm looking at, okay? If I have losing trade, I will start all over again, right? If I have losing trade, I'll start all over again. If I have losing trade, I'll start all over again. That is exactly what I'm doing, all right? And then maybe one of these days or tomorrow being Saturday, I'll just show you the strategy that I use, okay? I can trade up to 2-3 coin at a time, but I have, way I split my money for all of that. But currently, the token that is holding me right now is Pepe, and I want to get out of that trade before I take another trade, okay? Pepe is what I want to get out of right now, okay? Yeah, so Kilisi, you want us to look at Algo? Yes, let's look at Algo. I haven't traded that token for a while now. Algo USDT. Let's see what that token holds for us. Yes, Algo. So yeah, if I go to Bybit, let me see Algo. Let's see what's happening with Algo. The $9.6 million traded volume in the past 24 hours. $9.6 million. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's actually a good one. So let's see. Let it load up. Let the chart load up. Okay. Let the chart load up so that we'll go ahead and see what's possible. I think the 4 hours time frame doesn't want to load up. And from what I can see, we just rejected from a trend line, from a support level, these areas. Okay. Those are the areas we just rejected from, right? So we just rejected, at these areas here. Okay, so let's see, let it load up, let's see what we have there. Yeah, so it just came up. Yep, so for algo, okay, so currently we are just here, right? We are here for algo. This is let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, we are consolidating at this area right now. So two possible things that may happen this area we are right now. Is either we break and then we'll go to the downside, or a bounce from here will take us to the upside. So for algo, already we are bouncing from this area. Okay, we are bouncing from this area. So you can go to lower time frame. I will want to enter a trade at that rejection. Okay, but for now, if you want to enter even with market order, this can still play out. If you want to enter even with market order, this can still play out, guys. Okay, personally, what I want to do is to enter at that 0.10, okay, 107 or thereabout. That is exactly where I would prefer to enter this trade. Or if I must take a trade to the upside, because if you enter this trade, there's every possibility that this will reject from this trend line and come down back. Okay, there's every possibility that this will reject, okay, goes up this way, come down up to the trend line here, and then reject and come back. So for me, I'll be looking to pick a trade to the upside at exactly this level here. Okay, at exactly that level. So if I'm to pick a trade for algo, I will be waiting to pick a trade to the upside down here. All right, down here. Okay, and then I'll pick a trade to the upside and see how that plays out. All right, or I can wait for a break of this trend line. Let's say we go break this trend line, right? And then have a retest, then I can take it up. That's exactly what the setup I'm looking at for algo. All right. Then alternatively, if we break below this level, which we are currently rejecting from, if we break it below this level, you see this level we are rejecting from, guys. If we break below that line, you should be looking at taking algo trade down to around 0. Even 10 cent. Okay, to around 0.10 cent and thereabout. So the next level you should be looking at taking a trade will be the level down here. Okay, the next level you should be looking at taking a trade to the long side will be this level. That is, if we break below this level, then you see algo coming down to that level there. Okay, you see algo coming down to that level. So this is exactly the setup I'm looking at for algo. All right. So if this plays out on the 15 minutes time frame, once it respects my trend line and then it comes down, I'm taking a trade to the upside. Okay. So for me, I'm looking for long trade for algo. If you want to short, if you want to long right now, be mindful of this trend line that this will react here at 0.1094. Okay. It will react here and then maybe possibly come down. But I want to wait to pick a trade down here before I take it to the upside. All right, before I take it to the upside. All right. Yeah, Franklin, what are your takes before jumping into trading any coin? Well, first, I want to know if I'm going to long, I want to know that the token, that coin is at the support, okay? It's at the support. We are looking at algo right now. Though we are looking at algo, but it has started moving already, okay? So I want to make sure that that token is at a support, all right? Another thing I can look at is use my trend lines, okay? If it is moving just like algo is moving already, I will allow it to go. If it breaks, if it doesn't reject just like it rejected here, if it goes and break that trend line, I want to wait for a retest of that trend line. Okay, you always see this token do something like this. Okay, so it goes up that way, right? And then it comes back and then use the trend line. Currently, the trend line is serving as a resistance. So this time around, when it comes back, we want to see that the trend line is now a support, and then we'll enter a trade to the upside. All right, that is another thing I'm looking at. Okay. And then possibly when you are looking at charts, okay, this comes once in a while. It's not as if it's something that is constant. Okay. Most of the times on these different time frames, you see chart patterns playing out. Okay. For instance, you can see reversal, continuation patterns, and all of that, playing out like head and shoulder, maybe falling, wedge, and all of those different patterns. And in the candles as well, you equally see candle patterns. Okay, you can equally be looking at those charts and be seeing candle patterns like for instance, this hammer candle, right? Hammer is a reversal candle, right? So you see this hammer candle playing out, you see the doji candle and all of that. These are some of the things you want to equally be paying attention to. So there is need for you to understand chart patterns, okay? Understand some of the most popular candlestick patterns, okay? Candlestick patterns like the doji candle, the hammer candle, okay, the pin bar candle, all of those, when it appears on the chart, you want to start spotting them. All right. Some of these candlestick patterns are continuation patterns, some are reversal patterns, and all of that. So when you see them, you want to pay critical attention to them. So yeah, when we look at the chart, a lot of things come to our head. Okay. So why has this candle closed this way? Is it a hammer candle? Is it a pin bar candle? What exactly has made it close this way? Okay, pin bar candles are as a result of indecision in the market and all of that. Even doji candles, okay, they are as a result of indecision. The buyers want it up, the seller wants it up, and then you have those weak in between, and then it closes with that tiny body in the middle and all of that. So when you look at this equally helps to form your decision when you are looking at the market. But when you don't see candlestick patterns, you don't see chart patterns and all of that, then you just base your decision purely on price action of looking at demands and supply level or what's it called, support and resistance level. Okay, those are the areas you want to look at. So if I'm going to buy, I want to make sure that the token I'm buying is at that support level. Okay, and then I want to see a possible rejection from that support to the upside. That is if I should buy. Then if I'm selling, I want to see that the token is rejecting at a resistance. All right. And then I will start plotting trend lines and all of that. I just wait for all of this confluence to play out and I take a trade, which is why I'm regretting taking Pepper token yesterday. I just saw Pepper token and then decided to take, hoping that it will get to 0.0015. But unfortunately, I am stuck in that trade. So we want to play out. All right. So make sure if it is at a support, why exactly do you want to buy? Are we having a bounce at that support? Okay, if you want to sell at a resistance, why exactly do you want to sell? Are we having a bounce at that resistance? Okay, and then another thing you can do, just like I did here, we are bouncing at the support, right? But I want you to break at this trend line. So the break of this trend line would be a break of structure here, maybe a change of character somewhere up there before we go up and then come back and all of that. Those are things you need to be looking at. All right. Those are things I can mention them, but it's not something because the classes there is not to teach in depth. Maybe we'll make a time to look at chart patterns, candlestick patterns, and all of that. Then we can take it. Okay. You can trade, yes. G, okay, you can trade, can you copy? Yes, the minimum you can copy my trade with is $50. Not just my trade, the minimum you can copy any trader with on Bybit is $50, okay? The minimum is $50. So yes, you can equally copy my trades with $50. All right. Okay, guys. So basically that is it. Thank you for being here with me. All right. We'll call it a day and we'll continue again tomorrow. So tomorrow 7:15 a.m. Okay, 7:15 a.m. my time zone will continue again. So make sure before you leave, you smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button before you leave. All right, smash that like button before you leave. Smash the like button before you leave. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Do have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend.